Hello everyone, and welcome to Richard and Pam's Camping Adventures. This week we are in western Georgia at the largest state park in Georgia, Franklin D. Roosevelt State Park. This is looking at Lake Delano, which is the lake inside of Franklin Delano Roosevelt State Park. One of the first places you come to when you get to FDR State Park is to the park office. This is where your registration for camping and for walking some of the trails and your park passes and things can be obtained. There's also a little store in there where you can get souvenirs and treats. The people inside are most helpful. They have boat rentals here that you can get and canoe rentals. The park itself is set up for many outdoor activities, including hiking, camping, boating, and fishing. Franklin Delano Roosevelt State Park in Georgia near Pine Mountain is divided into 6 camping loops. This is one of the campsites on loop number 1, the 100 group, recently renovated. Group 1 also has full hookup. It has sewage as well as power and water with picnic tables and fire rings. Several of the sites are pull-through sites, and group number 1 is located right on Lake Delano. Each one of these campsites has picnic tables and fire rings, as well as water and power hookups. There's no full hookup, no sewage hookup. However, located within the area, amongst some of these campsites, there's a gray water dump area, so you can easily transport your gray water to one of these areas and quickly dump your gray water if you need to. Next to loop number 2 is loop number 3, 300 group, which is on a separate road. You may be able to see right behind here. It is very similar to group number 2. Loop number 6 is for small campers and for tents. It's located on the hill behind the little general store they have here. Number 4, I believe, is closed down temporarily, but loop number 5, the 500 group, where we're camping, is secluded and off to itself, and I'll get you some shots of that in just a few moments. Some of the views from the park are absolutely spectacular. This is a view from Pine Mountain Trail at one of the scenic overlooks. This is one of several children's playing areas in the campground. There's generally one convenient to each one of the camping loops. This one is in the group pavilion area, the group shelter area, an area you can rent and use for group gatherings, picnics, office functions. Plenty of nice, gorgeous surroundings. There's another group shelter a little further back here behind the dumpster over here. You can see it. There are other group areas located throughout the park, group shelter areas, group gathering areas. If you bring your family, a large family, makes it convenient to gather and have a nice big dinner. group shelter area is actually located beneath the roadway, the bridgeway that goes across. You can see it there. Goes across the dam that forms Lake Delano, which is on the other side of this dam. Seems like every state park we go to has an amphitheater area. I believe I've only seen this used once in one of the parks we were at. However, this is a nice one. It's up in the side of the hill, a little trail coming up to it, with plenty of seating, some lights in case they have some kind of function here. Quite nice. There are several cottages you can rent at FDR State Park, some of which overlook the lake with gorgeous views, shady areas to relax in. Georgia's largest state park is a hikers and backpackers havens with 9,049 acres, more than 40 miles of trails, including the popular 23-mile Pine Mountain Trail, wind through hardwood and pines over creeks and past small waterfalls. Several park amenities were built by the Civilian Conservation Corps during the Great Depression, including the cottages and the Liberty Bell swimming pool, which are fed by cool springs. A wooded campground sits near the edge of the small fishing lake, and privately operated stables offer guided horseback rides. In 1924 and through the 1930s, President Franklin Roosevelt came to this part of Georgia to swim in the naturally warm springs that offered relief from polio. Today, the nearby Roosevelt's Little White House State Historic Site invites visitors to see his modest home, a museum, and the pools that first drew him there. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Rich and Pam's Camping Adventures. We hope that you'll join us again in the future as we tour different campsites all around the southeastern United States.